It's so important to find players you can really commit to in these first few rounds. You'd hate to have to readdress these same positions later on. Well, the Ravens are a smash-mouth football team. And they've got, boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. And this have a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely. Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent. Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player or do you go after a position of need? And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. Options here on both sides of the football. It's pretty much of a coin flip if you ask me. Whoever's making the final decision here might have a coordinator in each year. Do you go offense or defense? Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot?
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a Draft Champions matchup and what is set to be a great Draft Champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Rolling to his left. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
That's the type of play there that puts a defense into stress. Marcus Mariota on the run. You don't know whether he's going to take it downfield or throw the footballs we just saw there. And boy, was he accurate with that one.
And, you know, the Oregon coaches offered him a scholarship without ever seeing him start a game because they saw him in camp. They saw plays like that, offered it.
He didn't start very much in high school, but he started a lot once he got to Oregon.
First down, Mariota steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately,
and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And able to find Graham, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, you want to talk about catching the defense off guard. Opening drive, fake punt, they got it.
That had the total feel of something that was scripted during the entire week leading up to the game. They made that decision probably on Tuesday. First drive of the game, if we don't get it, we're going to fake it, and it pays off in a big way.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Charles Clay from 8 yards out. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Josh Scobie to attempt the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Here we go.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Giants are going to get a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's McNair. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling lead to no yards gained.
He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's McNair. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 48 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, McNair. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. On 2nd down, McNair caught on the left side. Fitzgerald. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And some room to maneuver. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 15 yards there on the scramble and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Giants. 43 yards.
Defending a deep route, even when it's thrown on time, is very difficult. But when he's able to maneuver outside of the pocket, that's almost unfair. He's bought extra.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jerry Rice, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The New York set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Chris Baker.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with third down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge her off?
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one